Okay, in part 3 we're going to work on additional functions that you will be using in Crystal Reports. The primary ones being formulas and groups. And what we're going to do is show you under Field Explorer the different areas. Under Formula Fields and under Special Fields you can create new fields with formulas. And in our case, let's start by showing you a group by hitting Insert, Group, which will allow us to group based on any of the field data. We're going to choose customer number. There, so now we've created a group for each customer's invoices. Let's create a second group, which is based on item code. So under each customer there's going to be a separate category for each item code. Now since we have two groups, you can actually move them around and move in their hierarchy just by dragging them off of the Design tab. As you can see, when we just did that, it used the item code as the primary grouping. And you can delete a group by clicking on it and then clicking Delete Group. So we've deleted the item code group. We're back to the customer groupings. Now looking over to the extension data, let's say we wanted to insert a subtotal. So we hit Insert Summary and we choose the sum of all of the items in that group. And as you can see, it put the sum right below the line item detail. We're going to create another sum. You right click on the field, then you left click Insert Summary, and you choose the group for the summary area. Okay, so now that we've done that, we have a sum of the total quantity shipped and a sum of the extension amount. Now let's do an example of a formula. Under the Field Explorer, you can see there are buttons to add a new formula or edit a formula, rename a formula. Let's create a formula that calculates the average dollar amount for each quantity shipped per customer. So when we start the formula editor, here are the basic fields. There are functions and report fields, and basically you drag them down into the calculation area to build your expression. In this case, we're going to take the sum of the extension amount and then divide that by the sum of the quantities. By double clicking on any of those, it puts them in the area below. Now I just clicked on that X2 button, which shows me if I have any syntax errors, which it did not. So now I have the formula. It shows up there under the Field Explorer, and I'm just going to drag it onto the report. As you can see, it's calculating the 660 by 2 to come to the 330, which is correct. There's an example of a simple formula that is taking information in the group area and using it in the formula. So there are some examples of the use of formulas and groups. There are some special fields you might want to use for your reports, such as dates and times. Let's add, in this case, the page number, page N of N, which we'll put at the bottom of the report in the page footer. Okay, that's the end of this tutorial. The next session we'll be talking about parameter fields and section expert, suppress functions, and other selection criteria.